Hey guys, Miles with Elixir here, and today we're going to be covering the host raffle feature. The first thing you're going to want to do is go into your settings. You're going to want to click this host raffle tab, and you're going to want to enable raffles. You want to click this. It's going to bring out all of the settings, and the first thing we're going to cover is right here, raffles open. This tells you if the raffle window's open, if you're on break, how many entries you got, and how many minutes until the next winner. So you also have the ability to pick a winner manually. So whoever's been entered, you can click here and it will let you select through whoever's entered the raffle, and you can choose them manually. You do not have to do that. The program will pick someone for you at random. You can also reset your timer. So if I click this, it's going to reset it back to 15 minutes. You can boost how long they're hosting for, or if you need more time for doing whatever you're doing on your stream in the break, you can do that as well. You can manually host someone here. You can enter their channel name and click the play button, and it will host that person. So the first thing you're going to need to configure is the host length, the number of minutes each host lasts. So typically, you see anywhere between 4 to 5 different channels getting hosted per hour, 3 to 5. Typically it's 4. You do every 15 minutes you'll host a channel, and it's just it's really personal preference. So for the personal Stream Elixir host channel, our configuration is we host for 15 minutes, we have no break length, and we have no raffle window. So what that does, having a 15-minute host length, every 15 minutes we're going to host a channel that's entered into the raffle. If we have a 0 break length, we can read here, set this to greater than 0 if you would like to turn off hosting for X amount of minutes after each host. In doing this, if you do choose to have a break, it allows you to advertise your personal stream. You can list stuff like how raffle tickets can have attributes in a multiplier. So say you're a subscriber, you get a ticket multiplier, or say you're top cheerer, you get a ticket multiplier. So having a break length, you can display on screen what your multipliers are and give the user somewhat of an interaction with your stream. Now, since we're all about just supporting people, we don't care if you're subscribed or whatever. We have no break length. We just host people who've entered, and that's that. The raffle window. The number of minutes the raffle window is open, the number must be less than or equal to the host length. If this number is 0, the window will be open for the entire host length time. The raffle window opens for X amount of minutes before the window is picked. So this must be less than or equal to the host length, okay? So if we have a 15-minute host length and we have a 0-minute break, and a 5-minute break and a 2-minute raffle window. So in those 5 minutes, there's going to be a 2-minute time period where the host raffle window will open and people can enter. Personal preference for me is 0. I want people to be able to enter at any given time. I don't want them to have to worry. As soon as they do exclamation point host me or whatever your host me command is, which we'll be going over next, they're entered. So personal preference is 0. You could do 15:00 and run your host raffle channel, but most people do like to have some kind of break length so people can see their advertisement, whatever your advertisement may be, the overlay, your personal overlay. And like I said, it can have your details of how your raffle tickets work, which we'll go over down the line. But once again, I'm just going to be demonstrating you how to get a host raffle channel up and running. This is Stream Elixir's personal host raffle settings. This is what we use on ours. Everyone uses something different. So once you've configured your host length, your break length, and your raffle window, the next thing you're going to want to do is configure your host command. By default, it is exclamation point host me. This is pretty much the default all-around command. Some people do question mark host me. I've seen that a handful of times, But typically, I recommend just doing exclamation point host me, since it's like the universal known language for it. Command must be first. If enabled, host me commands must be the first thing in the sentence. That means you can't say, hey, how are you doing? Exclamation point host me. It has to be exclamation point host me, then whatever you want. I leave this unchecked because if someone says host me in their thing, more power to them. Let them enter the raffle. The reminder time. The minute that you would like to send a reminder message, for instance, if this value is 2, then the reminder message will be sent 2 minutes before the raffle is chosen. It's basically an announcement in your channel saying, hey, there's 2 minutes left on the raffle. Be sure to enter. I set this to 2, so 2 minutes before the raffle is chosen, it's going to send a reminder message, which you can figure here. The raffle is now open. X amount of time left. Very simple. I also recommend doing the send chat to winner. If enabled, Elixir will send a chat message in the winner stream chat, letting them know they are the winner. You don't have to do this. I enjoy that feature. Prevent win duplicates. If enabled, contestants cannot win twice in a row. If there is only one entry, this rule is ignored. Meaning if only one person has entered your raffle, they can keep on winning until someone else wins. You can also turn sub-only mode, so only subs can enter the raffle and win, or they have to be at least a follower. You can also toggle that on. I personally leave those features off. We just want to help people. We don't want anything in return. Now, this is the raffle ticket configuration. This is what I was talking about when I say people will put this on their stream like in a text form for people to see. You can go really above and beyond with your overlay when you're doing host raffle channels to just get people's attention. That's really important on being a successful host raffle channel. We have a lot of successful host raffle channels that use Stream Elixir, and every one of them are going to have some kind of special overlay that's been designed that describes this stuff here. So this is all personal configuration. You don't have to configure this, but it is recommended because it will help you get more, attention and more people. The whole point is interaction. So if someone is a tier 1 sub, they'll get X amount of bonus. If they follow, they'll get X amount of bonus. Default is obviously how many tickets they get by default. 1 ticket per person. You get max entries of 10. You can select your bit leaderboard period. So number 1 cheer, if we have this selected today for a day, it's going to go by that current day's cheer. So the number 1 cheer for today, if we have it selected as week, the number 1 cheer for the week, for month, and for all time. Very simple. And last but not least, the overlays tab. This is a feature specifically for the host raffle. This is a built-in timer that we give you. It is completely in sync with this number right here. So if we go here, we copy this URL right here, we add it to our OBS, which I'll show you. We'll go to add browser source, and we will do exactly what this says right here. So it's an http://localhost 5764/overlay. It will give us a timer. And as you can see, we can of course make this timer whatever color we want. I've already added it, so I'll have to delete it again to get it to change colors, but we can configure the color however you may want it. And now it's red. I don't want to move that. But as you see, the timer is now red, and it is in sync with this right here. So it's rounded up. So there's still 6 minutes left because there's still 5 minutes and 40 seconds. Once it goes to 4, go down to 5, and so on and so forth. And that's pretty much it. I wish I could show you an example, but chances are if you're wanting to run a host raffle channel, you've already seen some sort of a good idea of what I'm talking about when it comes to the overlay. It's a very simple thing. Anytime you see these question marks, just scroll over it. It's very self-explanatory. But the only things you need to configure are your host length, break length, and Raffle window. And Stream Elixir will do the rest for you. And that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching. You can find any link to our website, Discord, or our personal email in the bottom of this video description. This is, once again, Miles with Stream Elixir. I hope everyone has a great day. Thanks.